120 people have been detained as of now, and in fact, the police is investigating as to if it was a part of larger conspiracy.
20 के करीब जो लोग इकट्ठे हुए हैं जिनको हिरासत में लिया गया है, उन लोगों के मोबाइल फ़ोन से उनको स्टडी किया जा रहा है। विश्लेषण करने के बाद में पुलिस जिस भी कंक्लूजन में पहुंचेगी उस कंक्लूजन से आपको अवगत कराएगी।
जो सर्वे करने लोग आ रहे हैं वो प्रोवोकेटिव स्लोगन्स लगा कर आ रहे हैं, वो वीडियो उसका है, पब्लिक डोमेन में है। ये फायरिंग नहीं बल्कि मर्डर है।
ये सरकार प्रायोजित हिंसा है, ये साजिश के तहत कराई गई हिंसा है।
Namaste, Jai Hind and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. I'm Anand Narasimhan. Uttar Pradesh's Sambhal is on the edge. What began as a routine survey ordered by the court turned into a violent clash between protesters and cops, and this was early on Sunday, leaving 4 people dead and at least 20 police officers injured. The incident further escalated tensions in the region, prompting authorities to take stern action. Now remember, tension has been brewing in Sambhal over the last few days after the Jama Masjid was surveyed on Tuesday and orders of local court. This was following a petition that claimed that a Harihar temple actually stood at this site, and it was an ASI property which had not yet been taken over by the ASI. Joining us now, let's go straight across to him, is the petitioner Vishnu Shankar Jain, who was with us explaining the contours of the reason why this petition was filed. Vishnu ji, namaste. Now, there is a lot of controversy, and let's address it one by one. The first one is that there is a video doing the rounds that says as you were entering the temple, there was narebazi that happened, and that's what provoked the people. Chants of Jai Shri Ram as you are entering the mosque, the premises, for the survey. Is that right or wrong?
It is absolutely wrong, and Mr. Akhilesh Yadav and Mr. Owaisi must be booked for this kind of falsehood and this kind of spreading falsehood and rumors. The fact of the matter is that I went with the lawyer for Masjid Committee, Mr. Zafar Ali. I myself, Mr. Zafar Ali, the lawyer for central government, state government, district magistrate, SP, SDM, CO. We all were cordoned off and we all reached together at 7:30 am in the morning on 24th of November. And the video which has been tweeted by Mr. Akhilesh Yadav is the video of 11 am when the survey was completed, and from all the sides, Allahu Akbar, Nare Takbir, Allahu Akbar were being chanted by 25,000 to 30,000 people. And protest was going on, stone pelting was going on. The vehicles were being torched, the police personnel were being injured. It is at that situation, एक छोटी सी गली थी जहाँ पे हिंदू समाज के लोग रहते थे, वो सेफ पैसेज माना जा रहा था, वहां से मुझे निकाला जा रहा था. And not even a word I have entered. And the local residents there, they chanted the slogan.
Okay.
And I was escorted by the SHO Kotwali police station to the police station. And you made a wrong statement. By you, I mean Mr. Akhilesh Yadav and Mr. Barrister Owaisi. How can you spread such falsehood? जो निकलने का वीडियो है, उसको जाने का वीडियो बना के आपने झूठ बोल दिया और बोल दिया इस वजह से वायलेंस हुआ है. How can you be so irresponsible?
So that's the first part. The second part is that the survey was completed on the 19th. Why was this hurried survey again reinitiated on the 24th? That's another.
First of all, survey was not complete on 19th. Please read the notice of the Advocate Commissioner. Advocate Commissioner has given 3 reasons that why the survey was not completed. First of all, let me tell you, Anand, with lot of sense of responsibility, the court's direction, the Advocate Commissioner's direction and local administration was completely violated and flouted by the Member of Parliament of Samajwadi Party from that area as well as by the MLA. What was the direction by the Advocate Commissioner and local administration? That 3 lawyers from the Masjid Committee, central government, state government lawyer, myself as well as my local counsel, 2 lawyers for the plaintiff, as well as 5 members of the Masjid Committee will be present during the survey on 19th. Around 500 people were present during the survey. The Member of Parliament and the MLA also joined the survey. And they started creating hindrances and started threatening us that please finish the survey quickly, otherwise we'll not be able to control the mob. And it's time for namaz. And partially the survey was conducted on that day amongst this kind of tension. Photography and videography was done. Partially we were following our duties as the officers of the court. And when we completed this, they asked us to leave the premises because they will not be able to hold the mosque, hold the crowd. It is at that situation, and many features could not be studied during the night time. It is at that situation the Advocate Commissioner issued a notice on 23rd of November saying that we will conduct survey from 7 a.m. till 11 a.m. in the morning on 24th of November. And this notice was duly received by them. All across this entire proceeding, the concerned party was the members of the Masjid Committee. They had no protest. They participated in the survey. The Samajwadi Party MP comes and tells the Masjid Committee, how can you allow this kind of things? Masjid Committee said that, the lawyer said that we are following the court orders. So he started threatening the people there. He started threatening the survey team that please finish the survey as early as possible. And then he gave provocative speeches on 19th of November after the survey was completed.
The other accusation is that the court passed these orders in haste without listening to the Muslim Paksh at all.
First of all, Anand, please understand this, that if anybody is unsatisfied with the court orders, they have always the liberty to go and mention the matter before the Supreme Court and the High Court and take stay orders. In Mathura Shri Krishna Janmabhoomi case, survey was ordered by the Honorable Allahabad High Court on 14th of December. It is stayed by the Honorable Supreme Court. So many petitions are filed in the court and they are dismissed. Point number one. Point number two, there is no haste. If whoever practices in the civil court, he knows कि वहाँ पे जो petition है, when it is filed between 11 or 12 o'clock, it is produced before the court on the same day. And same day hearing happens. And while admission hearing, please understand, mark this word, admission hearing, there is no need to issue notice to the members of the other side. And they were well aware. The lawyer of the Masjid Committee was present in the court premises. He was knowing that this kind of petition has been filed, and if he wanted to argue his case, he could have come. He could have appeared and argued his case.
So you're saying that at all points in time, the Muslim Paksh, that means the Masjid Committee and their lawyer, were aware of what is going on, and they also participated in the survey, and they were with you all along. You have also Vishnu Shankar Jain put out a video which has you and the Muslim Paksh lawyer inside the masjid during the survey when the pelting was going on outside, and you claim that the Muslim Paksh lawyer was telling the people outside who are calling the Upadravis, if I may say, that to back off and not to throw stones and not to shout. Is that true?
Yes, Mr. Zafar Ali, who is the lawyer for the Masjid Committee, he came at the Kotwali police station at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. All the phones of all of us were taken by the PRO of the SP Sambhal. No one was allowed with their phones. Mr. Zafar Ali was making this announcement from the mosque कि आप लोग सब शांत हो जाइए, आप लोग दंगा मत करिए, आप लोग यहाँ से चले जाइए, सब यहाँ पे शांति से चल रहा है, यहाँ पे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, हम लोग यहाँ पे खड़े हुए हैं. And then after the survey is being done, he comes out and says that people were told that Bazu tank water is being cleared. Because of that, the people understood that there is going to be digging in the premises. यहाँ पे खुदाई होने वाली है और इसलिए लोगों में अफरा तफरी मच गई. How can you be so irresponsible, sir? You were there inside the survey team with the survey team in the survey premises from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. The phones were with the administration. How can you spread such a false rumor and false statement that because of water being lowered down in the Bazu tank, this kind of situation has arisen?
So net, who are these people? Who were many say none of the SP MLA, the SP MP or he were, none of them were present there today. So why is there
On 19th they were present. On 24th, whether the MLA was present or not, I do not know in the protest, but inside the survey premises, only 5 members from the mosque committee, 3 lawyers of the mosque committee, central government lawyer, state government lawyer, and myself and one more local council were present.
So who instigated this and when did this all start?
No, I do not know who instigated it. When I entered the disputed site to conduct the survey at around 8:15 and 8:30, I started hearing lot of slogans from around 25,000 to 30,000 people from all the 4 corners. Nare Takbir, Allahu Akbar. Continuously, and in front of me the vehicle which you are showing was torched in front of me. So many vehicles were burnt and torched. The police personnel were being stone pelted, and then we started hearing firing of this tear gas, and we were hearing the announcements from the SP Sambhal that आप लोग यहाँ से चले जाइए, यहाँ पे धारा 144 लागू है, सर्वे टीम अपना काम कर रही है. There were announcements were being made by the members of the mosque committee also कि सब यहाँ पे शांति से चल रहा है, आप लोग चले जाइए. But despite that, these protesters were not ready to leave. They were continuously protesting, and they were heading towards the survey team, towards the survey site. It is at that point of time, in this hurry and in this haste, in this atmosphere, we finished the survey by videography and photography at around 10:30 to quarter to 11 a.m. in the morning. And it is at that point of time, there was एक छोटा सा इलाका था जहाँ पे हिंदू समाज के लोग रहते हैं, वहां से मुझे कॉर्डन ऑफ कर रहे थे. एसएचओ संभल भी मेरे साथ थे कि सर हम आपको यहाँ से निकाल रहे हैं. उस बीच में वहां पे कुछ स्थानीय लोगों ने नारे लगाए जो आप अभी यहाँ पे वीडियो दिखा रहे हैं. एंड दिस वीडियो हैज बीन कंप्लीटली मिस इन्फॉर्म्ड, उसको गलत ढंग से प्रस्तुत किया जा रहा है, पेश किया जा रहा है कि विष्णु शंकर जैन वहां पे गए, इस तरह के नारे लगाए, उसकी वजह से हिंसा हो गई. हाउ कैन यू बी सो इररिस्पांसिबल? हाउ कैन यू स्प्रेड सच अ falsehood?
So, and we are given to understand you also received a threat call. Did somebody call you and threaten you?
Yes, continuously death threats I am receiving. Continuously I am receiving death threats. But let me tell you, Anand, that I am officer of the court. I am the member of an advocate community. I am doing my judicial duties, and I will continue to be doing my judicial duties. I am not threatened at all, and I do not care. I do not care. Whoever wants to threaten, जो करना है जिसको वो कर ले. मैं अपना काम कोर्ट के माध्यम से जुडिशरी से कर रहा हूँ. जिसको जो करना है कर ले, मैं तैयार हूँ. I am ready.
What happens next now? Because there are others who are saying they will try and knock on the doors of the Supreme Court to put an end to all of this.
It's their right.
You are deliberately
It's their right.
rabble-rousing. All of these accusations are coming through. Do you believe somebody has deliberately politicized this?
That's what I'm saying. I am asking a question कि जब 19 November को local administration had told clearly that who are the persons who has to participate in the survey, why this member of parliament and MLA entered the mosque with their gunners, and under whose authority they entered the mosque, and they started telling us what to do and what not to do in violation of the court orders. And then they made provocative speeches outside the premises disputed site on 19th of November, and then they asked questions from us. Who spreaded these false rumors? Mr. Barrister Owaisi, you are a barrister. Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, you are a senior leader of a party. How can you be so childish that you can spread a false video and say that because of this which you are showing on your screen, ये विष्णु शंकर जैन की वजह से वहां पे हिंसा हो गई, और जय श्री राम के नारे लगे उसकी वजह से हिंसा हो गई. जय श्री राम के नारे कम्युनल हो गए, और जो वहां पे 2 घंटे तक हत्याकांड मचा हुआ था, आगजनी हो रही थी, नारे तकबीर अल्लाह अकबर के नारे लग रहे थे, वहां पे अपनी जान पे खेल के हम लोग कोर्ट के ऑर्डर्स को कंप्लायंस कर रहे थे, वो कुछ नहीं था. क्या हाउ कैन यू बी सो इररिस्पांसिबल?
What happens next, Vishnu Shankar Jain? And you made an allegation that there was an attempt to also erase proof. You have said this is an ASI site. The ASI should take control. But you have also made an allegation that there was an attempt to erase proof of the existence of a temple before the masjid. Now,
no, I have said that there can be such attempts to completely erase the evidences which are available on the spot. Let me tell you that there is no ASI monument in this country where ASI is not in possession of the monument. This is a country followed by rule of law. ये कोई ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है सर कि कहीं पे 85% मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन है तो रूल ऑफ लॉ विल नॉट बी फॉलोड एंड यू विल बिलीव इन मोबोक्रेसी. Which is the ASI protected monument where ASI is not in possession? वो क्या हालात थे जिसकी वजह से ASI के अधिकारियों को वहां पे अपना कब्जा छोड़ना पड़ा? There is no, one thing is clear, that ASI is not in possession of this monument. And who forced the ASI to leave this premises? You don't have to follow the Archaeological Survey of India Act 1958. कानून को मानते हैं, संविधान को मानते हैं, तो जो उसमें लिखा हुआ है सेक्शन 16 और 18 में that ASI will grant access, ये कैसे हो गया कि अब आप एक्सेस ग्रांट कर रहे हैं and ASI is out of possession?
Right. So what happens next? My question before I open this up, and I request you to stay on if you can, Vishnu Shankar Jain. What happens next?
Now next is that the matter is listed before the Honorable Court on 29th of November. The Advocate Commissioner will file their report before the Honorable Court, and then the matter will proceed further.
Right. Vishnu Shankar Jain, I've got Sumaya Rana of the Samajwadi Party. Anand Ranganathan is with us, author, political commentator. Dr. Kaushal Mishra, spokesperson of the UP BJP, is also with us. Now, namaste to everybody. Jai Hind. How would you want to respond to this, Sumaya ji? The allegation that when the court had said only a certain number of people should have been there, what was a Samajwadi Party leader, MP, MLA, with their gunners and all doing inside when the survey was being conducted on 19th?
I would like to start this conversation with the couplets कि हम खून की किस्तें तो कई दे चुके, लेकिन ए खाक के वतन कर्ज अदा क्यों नहीं होता। यहाँ पर मैं बहुत देर से वकील साहब की बात सुन रही थी, एडवोकेट साहब, आपके चैनल से, और मुझे इस बात पे बड़ा ताज्जुब हो रहा था। वो जिस तरीके की बातें एक तरफा बता रहे थे, यानी कि वो बता रहे थे जो वो बताना चाह रहे थे, और वो नहीं बता रहे थे जो उनको लगता है कि उन्हें नहीं बताना चाहिए। जिन वीडियोस की और जो नारेबाजी की बात कर रहे थे, तो फिर दूसरे पक्ष की नारेबाजी और तमाम चीजें हमारे पास भी हैं, उनके साक्ष्य जो हम लोगों के पास वीडियोस हैं। चलिए उन वीडियोस को भी हम किनारे कर दें। आई जस्ट वांट टू नो दैट हाउ मेनी मोर मॉस्क आर गोइंग टू बी टारगेटेड, और कितनी मस्जिदें हैं जिनको टारगेट करके और इस तरीके की सर्वे के नाम पर दंगे होंगे और लोगों की जाने जाएंगी, वो चाहे इधर के लोगों की जाए या उधर के लोगों की जाए। और जाहिर सी बात है, जब आपके हाथ में सत्ता है तो आप और मैं एक बात और कहना चाहूंगी। एक तरफ आप कह रहे हैं कि पुलिस ने गोली नहीं चलाई, फिर कुछ लोग ये कह रहे हैं कि पत्थरबाजी होगी तो पुलिस क्या करे। तो पहले तो एक चीज पर कायम रहना होगा कि पुलिस ने पत्थरबाजी के जवाब में गोली चलाई और 5 लोग शहीद हो गए। या तो इस बात पर
No, Sumaya ji, here is a thing. The statement from the cops is nobody has died from a police bullet. What the cops have officially come out and said that you can look at the bullet, you can check the casings. None of them are from a police service revolver or service revolvers or service guns, rifles. It's not police bullets that have claimed the lives of the 4 people. That's what the cops have said.
Yes, cops नहीं, ये पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट भी ये कह रही है कि वो गोलियां जो चली हैं वो प्राइवेट वेपन से चली
जी,
लेकिन वो वेपन भी पुलिस के द्वारा ही चलाए गए हैं। उन प्राइवेट वेपन से जो गोलियां चली हैं,
that is something
पुलिस ने ही चलाई।
No, ma'am, that's an allegation you are making. That's not proven yet.
It's not
That's not proven yet. Now, that's not proven yet. Do you have a single? Do you have a single ounce of proof, and has that been upheld in a court of law as proof, which says that a police officer used a private weapon to fire at people and kill them?
Definitely, police has used a private weapon. और दूसरी बात ये, आप अगर वहाँ ये इस बहस का मुद्दा ये है कि वो गोलियां, वो पत्थर इन्हीं मुसलमानों की तरफ से चलाए गए थे, तो क्या वो टारगेट अपने ही लोगों को बनाएंगे?
No, ma'am. I'll tell you what. Here is the thing. I am going by what the cops have said on record, and the allegations you are making. It's fair. But there are drone visuals. Dr. Kaushal Mishra, spokesperson of the BJP. There are aerial. One minute, ma'am. One minute, ma'am. So the drone visuals don't lie. One minute, ma'am. Drone visuals don't lie. Visuals of women standing on rooftops throwing bricks and multiple rooftops full of ita and pathar, which are being used to throw at the people. No. So what was that? What does that imply for a survey which was supposed to be conducted in the presence of both parties, the plaintiff and the defendant? They were all present there. It was a survey which was being conducted. What were these people doing outside throwing stones, and why were there being stones pelted from rooftops in that area is a question that many have to answer, including the local SP, MLA and MP who were there making these where their presence was not required there. What were they doing there? No, Dr. Kaushal. No, but they are the ones who started this whole bawal. They are the ones who instigated the crowd. Why did they instigate? Are you trying to say that the rule of law does not... Dr. Kaushal Mishra...
You started from Babri Masjid.
No, ma'am. Don't try and bring a history. Don't try and bring a history here, because that's a never-ending. Sumaya ji, I'm going to request you to keep this matter to Sambhal, because if you try and draw history, ma'am, this history will go many centuries, because where there were temples, there are mosques today, and why will be the simple question that will be asked, and that's not answerable by many. The other question that's been asked is, this is an ASI protected property. Why is the ASI not controlled in proper control of this property, which is a heritage monument? The heritage monument is not in control of the ASI. Why? Is a very pertinent question that nobody has dared to answer till now, and nobody has answered till now. Dr. Kaushal Mishra. Dr. Kaushal Mishra. If on Friday there was peace and calm that was maintained, Dr. Kaushal Mishra, what happened on Sunday?
आपने अभी सुना, विष्णु शंकर जैन जी ने पूरी बात बताई। उन्होंने कहा जिस तरह से समाजवादी पार्टी के सांसद और वहां के विधायक उस दिन आकर के कोर्ट के आदेश में इंटरफेयर कर रहे थे, उसके बाद उन्होंने खुद बताया कि उन्होंने बाहर निकल के जिस तरह की भाषण दिए, जिस तरीके से माहौल को खराब किया, उसी का नतीजा यह है कि ये पत्थरबाजी कल हुई। इसके लिए पूरी तरह से समाजवादी पार्टी के सांसद और समाजवादी पार्टी के विधायक रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं। ये तो क्लियर ही हो रहा है ना। अदरवाइज 19 तारीख और 24 तारीख में ऐसा क्या फर्क आ गया? कोई फर्क नहीं आया, केवल और केवल उनके राजनीति का फर्क आ गया है। सुमैया जी बोल रही थी। सुमैया जी, पहले तो यह जवाब दीजिए कि यही जगह जिसके ऊपर एएसआई का कंट्रोल था, एएसआई को कंट्रोल से भगा करके कब से वहां की मस्जिद कमेटी का कब्जा हो गया? पहला इलीगल काम तो यह हुआ, वो आपके जमाने में हुआ था, आपने उसको नहीं रोका। आज जब कोर्ट के आदेश से देश का नागरिक कोर्ट के आदेश को लेकर के वहां पर जाता है तो आपके सांसद और आपके विधायक उसको रोकते हैं।
डॉक्टर कौशल मिश्रा जी,
आपके राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष
नहीं देखिए, डॉक्टर कौशल मिश्रा जी समाजवादी पार्टी पर फिंगर पॉइंट करेंगे तो 3 उंगलियां आप पर भी हैं। 2017 से यहां पर उत्तर प्रदेश में किसकी सरकार है और 2017 से ये वापस एएसआई के कंट्रोल में क्यों नहीं गया, जबकि डबल इंजन की सरकार है? तो ये प्रश्न मैं आपसे भी पूछ सकता हूं। मैंने तो आपसे सीधा सवाल, मैंने तो आई आस्क्ड यू अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन ऑन फ्राइडे इफ देयर वाज सो मच strong bandobast that entire area was cordoned off and people were asked to keep calm. What happened on Sunday? Where was the intelligence and the local police and the SP when these bricks were being collated on the rooftops? Did the drones not see on Friday when the drones were doing the surveillance that there were going to be people on the rooftops, or there is something that is being collected on the rooftops? Friday और Sunday में 24 घंटे के अंदर ऐसा क्या हो गया कि पुलिस कुंभकर्ण की नींद सो गई?
आनंद जी, पहले तो हमारी एक उंगली सामने की तरफ नहीं है, हमारी 10 उंगलियां हाथ जोड़ करके देश के सामने हैं कि जो राजनीति तुष्टीकरण की ये लोग कर रहे हैं, समाजवादी पार्टी के लोग, उनके एमपी और उनके एमएलए ने जिस तरीके से वहां से भाषण दिया, वहां के लोगों को प्रोवोकेट किया, पत्थर को इकट्ठा किया, और जिस तरीके से
भाषण पर आप प्रश्न उठाइए, लेकिन बंदोबस्त पर मैं आपसे भी पूछ रहा हूं कि इफ इट वाज सपोज्ड टू बी अंडर एएसआई कंट्रोल, सर, व्हाई इज इट नॉट अंडर एएसआई कंट्रोल? एएसआई डजंट कम अंडर द एजेस ऑफ द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, इट डजंट कम अंडर द एजेस ऑफ द कल्चर मिनिस्ट्री।
आनंद जी, बंदोबस्त था तभी वहां पर दंगा नहीं हुआ, बंदोबस्त है तभी पूरा उत्तर प्रदेश शांत है, बंदोबस्त है तभी पूरे देश में आग नहीं लगी हुई है। दूसरी सरकार होती तो आपको भी पता है कहां कहां पत्थर चल रहे होते और कहां कहां आग लगी होती है। पूरे देश में नाराए तकबीर हो रहा होता है। समस्या यह है कि जब हम जय श्री राम के नारे लगाते हैं तो वो प्रोवोकेटिव हो जाता है, लेकिन जब ये नाराए तकबीर लगा के पूरे सड़कों पे घूमते हैं तो वो सिंपैथी का नारा होता है।
देखिए, neither should जय श्री राम nor Allahu Akbar be used as weapons to instigate or verbal missiles or intimidation, sir. Sir, no, it is your right to chant Jai Shri Ram, sir. It is not anybody's right to try and weaponize Jai Shri Ram. Just like it is everybody's right to chant, to say Allahu Akbar, but not weaponize Allahu Akbar. If you are saying Allahu Akbar and picking a stone and hurting and throwing it at an innocent, then you are not doing justice. Just like you are not doing justice when you are using Jai Shri Ram to intimidate. No, Dr. Kaushal Mishra ji, Dr. Kaushal Mishra ji.
जय श्री राम कहना, अगर जय श्री राम कहने से दंगा होता है तो मैं आपके पूरे चैनल पे बैठ के पूरे देश
ना इसको देखिए डॉक्टर कौशल मिश्रा, डॉक्टर कौशल मिश्रा, ना जय श्री राम है, अल्लाह अकबर है। इसके दोनों वाक्यों की मैं इज्जत करता हूं। मैं यही कह रहा हूं कि दोनों को, किसी को भी उसको वेपनाइज करने की कोशिश नहीं करनी चाहिए। आप जय श्री राम दिल से बोलिए, आप जय श्री राम डराने के लिए नहीं बोलिए, आप अल्लाह अकबर दिल से बोलिए, अल्लाह अकबर डराने के लिए मत बोलिए और दंगा करने के लिए नहीं बोलिए। यही मैं कह रहा हूं। 1 मिनट, नो डॉक्टर कौशल मिश्रा, यू हैव टू आंसर, सर, इफ यू पॉइंट फिंगर्स एट द समाजवादी पार्टी, you have to come clean with the answers that why is the Jama Masjid of Sambhal an ASI protected monument for the last 10 years not under the ASI? Why was if there was no untoward incident on 19th, why did it turn around? Or on Friday also there was no untoward incident, that was the 22nd. How come all of this unfolded on the 24th? These are questions that you also need to answer. Dr. Ranganathan, thank you for your patience. Your thoughts?
Good evening, Anand, and good evening to my fellow panelists. A very important discussion, and I've got my chance last up after 25 minutes. So I please request from my fellow co-panelists the courtesy of at least a couple of minutes of uninterrupted time. Anand, let me say it very clearly as I ever said it. Vishnu Jain is fighting to reclaim Sambhal. He is getting death threats. Gaurav Bhatia is fighting to reclaim Mathura. He is getting death threats. At what point will Indians stand up and say enough is enough? Let me be clear. You can subjugate 20 generations but not the 21st. Keeping the most sacred of places away from Indians, not just Hindus, because this is a civilizational issue, not a religious one. Keeping them away is untenable now. Ayodhya, Gyanvyapi, Mathura, Bhojshala and now Sambhal. Today, when I see the rights of our ancestors being reclaimed, I see this as a catharsis, as a deliverance of justice to my ancestors who were wronged. Anand, they say history is a medicine. Well, it has been a very bitter medicine for the Hindus. Our leaders feared the consecration of Somnath would herald Hindu revivalism and we stayed silent. Our leaders gave away the most sacred Krishna Janamsthan fraudulently to the predatory Eidgah side and we stayed silent. Our leaders promulgated the Evil Places of Worship Act to deny us our legitimate right to reclaim our temples and we stayed silent. But today, the forlorn Nandi outside Gyanvyapi unbuckles its legs for he has heard Ramlalla's giggle. The baby Krishna buried under the steps of Jahanara mosque stirs to life for he has witnessed Ramlalla's crawl and Kalki at Sambhal jerks the reins of his horses ready to rush in as ordained. Every demolished temple must be resurrected. Every shivling unearthed. Every idol reclaimed. Anand, when one goes by logic, morality, first principles, objectivity, as science and law teach one to do, numbers do not matter. 4 or 40 or 40,000, each and every cry for justice must be heard. But when one goes by fear, emotion, coercion, subjectivity, numbers matter. Decide where you stand. Will you, for example, say, let us demand reopening of just 3 cases of atrocities against Kashmiri Hindus, only the most prominent ones, Neelkant Ganju, Girja Tiku, Lassa Kaul. No need to trigger confrontation and hurt sentiments of the other community by asking for reopening of 29,997 other cases. Anand, nations weaken not because of their past, but rather by how they are taught it. And for 70 years, we've been taught to forget historical injustices. From Somnath to Kashi Vishwanath, Babarpur to Bakhtiarpur, Allahabad to Aurangabad, from Martan to Mathura, these injustices have deliberately been made visible to lionize the debasement, celebrate the humiliation. If the Muslims wanted, they could have removed all idols from Gyanvyapi or the Jain and Hindu relics from the Kutabul Islam mosque, but they did not because they wanted to humiliate Hindus, lionize the debasement. In the end, hubris has led to the downfall. Sadly, Anand, history written by the victors is peddled by the vanquished, and we remain vanquished. To me, just 30 seconds, one of the most barbaric legislations ever enacted in India is the 1991 Place of Worship Act. But in 2019, the virtue signaling Supreme Court in its Ayodhya judgment willfully ratified this act that obligates maintaining all religious places as they were on August 15, 1947. Historical injustices can now not be addressed unless Parliament overrides it. A legal recourse to correct historical injustice cannot be denied in a democracy. And this is not a Hindu issue. I, as a Darwinian atheist, demand the abrogation of Place of Worship Act. Anand, just 30 seconds. If a mosque had been demolished by a Hindu king and a temple built on it, I, a kafir and an atheist from whom Islam sanctions death penalty, would have fought for the rights of Muslims to legally take back their mosque. The Supreme Court said, quote, there is a purpose underlying enactment of Place of Worship Act. The law speaks to our history and to our future, unquote. I am sorry. This law airbrushes our history, destroys our
Dr.
future.
Ranganathan.
It must go. Kalki must come.
Dr. Ranganathan, the Places of Worship Act 1991, I don't have it in front of me. It's a 1 1/4 page act. That's all it is. And the legal tenability and value should also have been questioned. But the fact is, it also says it does not apply to archaeological, those under the Archaeological Survey of India. For heritage monuments and protected monuments, that's a separate classification. Sambhal is supposed to be under the aegis of the Archaeological Survey of India. The ASI has not yet taken it over. So there are many question marks that remain. The other aspect is nothing was being done, just videography and a survey in the presence of all concerned, including the Masjid Committee. So is it not the Samajwadi Party that is deliberately trying to politicize? It's their MP, their MLA, their person on ground. Why is it that when a survey is happening by the court orders, Why is there has to be stone pelting outside? Sumaya ji, it's a simple answer, question. Why couldn't they go to the court of law and ask for a redressal? And Vishnu Jain is saying that Dr. Ali, let me play out that video. Just can we quickly play that video out? आप देखिए किसकी आवाज है इस वीडियो में, जो मस्जिद के अंदर से कह रहे हैं, उस साइड के अंदर से कह रहे हैं लोगों को पत्थर मत फेंकिए।
मेरी तमाम मुस्लिम भाइयों से गुजारिश है कि सर्वे का काम पूरा हो चुका है और सर्वे टीम जो है वो बात की जा रही है और बहुत खूबसूरती के साथ हमारा मतलब ये सर्वे हो गया है। आप किसी तरह की परेशानी मत हो, आप अपने अपने घर चले आओ, अल्लाह और अल्लाह के रसूल के वास्ते। मैं बहुत गुजारिश करता हूँ आप लोगों से, अल्लाह के रास्ते घर चले आओ।
अब बोलिए सुमैया जी।
जी बिल्कुल।
ये मस्जिद पक्ष के लॉयर हैं।
हाँ, यस आई नो।
और वो खुद ही, एंड ही इज सेइंग प्लीज गो अवे, इट्स ऑल बीन कंप्लीटेड प्रॉपर्ली, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, नथिंग इज रॉन्ग, प्लीज गो।
हाँ, मैंने सुन लिया, बिल्कुल आपने बिल्कुल जो अपील कर रहे हैं वो बिल्कुल दुरुस्त अपील है और मुझे लगता है कि किसी भी किस्म की अनहोनी से बचने के लिए इस तरीके की अपील की जानी चाहिए। लेकिन आपको क्या लगता है कि ये जो स्टोन पेल्टिंग का मामला आया है वो आया क्यों है, माहौल ऐसा बना क्यों? आप ये सोचिए कि कुछ दिन पहले, कुछ ही बस 2-4 रोज पहले जब ये वहाँ पे वोटिंग हो रही थी कुंदर की में, वहाँ पे क्या किया गया, पुलिस के द्वारा क्या किया गया, लोगों के अंदर एक आक्रोश बैठा था।
जी नहीं, कुंदर की का बहाना मत दीजिए, कुंदर की का बहाना मत दीजिए। आज मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि शेख और तुर्कों में लड़ाई हुई है वहां कुंदरकी में, और वहां पर भी वहां मुस्लिम समुदाय के 2 गुटों के बीच में आज वहां लड़ाई हुई है और वहां पर लोगों की जाने गई हैं। उसकी बात आप मत उठाइए। कुंदरकी में जो हो रहा है उसका संभल से क्या लेना देना। आप देखिए, ये माहौल क्रिएट करने की कोशिश मत कीजिए। कोर्ट के ऑर्डर, अभी संविधान कहां गया, अभी कोर्ट की अवहेलना और कोर्ट का मान रखना कहां गया सुमैया जी? अब आपकी राजनीति नहीं चमका रहे हैं आप।
आपके पास आंसू गैस होता है, आपके पास और बहुत सारे,
अरे वो भीड़ वहां आई क्यों? भीड़ को आना ही नहीं था वहां।
लेकिन आप
वो भीड़ वहां आई क्यों? उस भीड़ को वहां जमा किसने किया? भीड़ को उकसाया किसने? भीड़ को किसने वहां पर लाने की बात की?
इल्जाम उस पर से रखा गया कि
नहीं, ये कौन से घर हैं जिनके घरों की छतों पर ईंटें जमा हो रही हैं? आप मुझे बताइए, ये कौन से घर हैं जिनके घरों की छतों पर ईंटें जमा हो रही हैं? किस रीजन से? तो क्या हर घर के अंदर जाके आप चेकिंग की जाए कि भाई किन किन घरों में क्या क्या असला हो रहा है? पुलिस के हाथों से आप वो वीडियो देखिए कि किस तरह के औजार लेके आए थे वहां पर। 2 तरफी तलवार, 2 तरफी चाकू, यानी कि बीच में आप उसको पकड़िए, यहां भी तीखी धार है, यहां भी तीखी धार है। ऐसे वेपन्स वहां पे लोग लेके आए हैं। क्यों लेके आए वहां पर? किस मंशा से लेके आए?
और आपको वो नहीं दिख रहा कि पुलिस वालों के हाथ पे पत्थर कहां से आए थे?
नहीं, पुलिस वालों पे पत्थर फेंका, पुलिस वालों ने वापस पत्थर फेंका। आप अरे पहले तो आप ये बताइए कि इन घरों के अंदर इतनी ईंटें, इतने पत्थर आए कहां से? कौशल, डॉक्टर मिश्रा, फाइनल वर्ड, डॉक्टर मिश्रा।
आनंद, कैन आई प्लीज जस्ट टेक 30 सेकंड्स? आनंद,
या आई विल कम टू आनंद जी आफ्टर दैट। डॉक्टर कौशल मिश्रा
की बहराइच में मौत होती है, गोपाल मिश्रा की जब बहराइच में मौत होती है तो भी कौन रिस्पॉन्सिबल? और आज जब यहां पर पत्थर चलते हैं, 4 लोगों की मौत होती है, पुलिस वालों पे हमला होता है, तब भी कौन रिस्पॉन्सिबल? हर जगह समाजवादी पार्टी तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति के चक्कर में, 20% वोट के चक्कर में एक एक्यूज नहीं कह रही है। समस्या क्या है कि ये केवल राजनीति कर रहे हैं, ये लोग मिसलीड करते हैं एक कम्युनिटी को, वो कम्युनिटी इस तरह से काम करती है। समस्या ये है कि लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की बात कोई नहीं कर रहा है, हर आदमी केवल अपने वोट की बात कर रहा है।
मेरा इतना ही आग्रह है, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर स्टेट आपके कंट्रोल में है। मेरा आग्रह यह है कि आपकी सरकार में पुलिस का डंडा इतना प्रबल होना चाहिए कि किसी की हिम्मत ना हो कि पत्थर उठाए। आनंद जी,
आनंद
मैं यही कहूंगा, डॉक्टर साहब प्लीज, प्लीज आनंद, मैं यही कहूंगा, सुमैया जी जो बहुत इरुडाइट स्पोक्स पर्सन है समाजवादी पार्टी, वो कह रही हैं कि प्रोवोक किया गया स्टोन फेल्टिंग के लिए, एक्शन रिएक्शन बता रही। मैं इनसे पूछना चाहूंगा, क्या ये जस्टिफाई करती हैं कि गुजरात राइट्स में 2002 में गुजरात राइट्स में 700 मुस्लिम्स की जान गई? क्या वो जस्टिफाई कर रहे हैं क्योंकि मुस्लिम्स ने 59 हिंदूज को जिंदा जला दिया ट्रेन में?
पहली चीज तो मैं जस्टिफाई नहीं कर रही हूँ, या तो आप मेरी बात नहीं समझ रहे हैं। मैंने ये कहा कि ये
नो
सारी
मैम, आप कुछ भी
तो ये
जस्टिफिकेशन नहीं है।
सब
अगर ये
कहाँ से?
समाजवादी पार्टी
ये
द्वारा
मौके
प्रोवोक्ड
मिले कहाँ
है
से?
तो आपने और आपकी पार्टी पर ये इल्जाम है कि आप जबरन मुसलमानों को डराकर बहलाकर और वहां पर दंगे भड़काना चाह रहे हैं। आप ही के एमपी एमएलए वहां जबरन वहां घुसे, जबकि उनको वहां होना ही नहीं चाहिए था। They violated court orders. They were not supposed to be inside the masjid area at all. They should not have gone to that site at all. And that's the first violation itself. Those who are talking about Samvidhan and Constitution are in direct violation of a court order, and court is a pillar, and under the aegis of the Constitution you have to follow the due process of law, and you have not. So आपकी वजह से आज संविधान खतरे में है. That's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. I've got to wind up on that note. We've got to take a break. Sumaya ji, Dr. Mishra, thank you. Anand Ranganathan ji, please stay on with us. When we come back, there's some disturbing development that's emerging from Bangladesh. We'll get you the latest. Stay with us.
And many others are injured in the clash between the protesters and the police personnel that happened on Sunday here in Sambhal area. I'm standing in the very same area, in fact very close to Shahi's Jama Masjid, where the survey team, after the court order, had come to survey the particular property, and then the clash was witnessed in fact in this area where we are learning about 3 deaths. As of now, the situation is peaceful, and in fact, I am trying to show you the visuals where you are seeing the heavy deployment of UP police. Since morning, senior officers of UP police as well as the district administration are visiting the particular spot, and they are somewhere trying to maintain peace and harmony of the area. Senior people of the area, had a meeting. In fact, the peace committee meeting happened yesterday, and it was made very clear by UP police that whosoever will be involved in any sort of activity will not be spared. At least 20 people have been detained, and we are learning that police as of now is investigating as to if it was a larger conspiracy. They are also checking the mobile phones of those who are detained to see if it was a pre-planned thing or it was a sudden mobilization. In fact, this was the same route where this clash broke out yesterday, and in fact we have seen the videos on social media, and we know the kind of things that happened. But as of now, as precautionary measure, administration has banned the mobile internet services here in this particular area. These shops are closed, but we have been told that there is no restriction on shops. In fact, on Monday, it is the general practice in this particular area that people generally don't open their shops. As of now, it has been made very clear that the area is peaceful, and whosoever will try to disturb the peace and harmony of this area will not be spared. 3 people were killed and several others were injured after the protester clashed with UP police personnel here in Sambhal area. I'm standing at the very same Shahi Jama Masjid, and you can see the police deployment as of now. The situation is peaceful as of now, and senior officials from UP police and in fact senior officers from the administration have been visiting the area, and in fact it has been made very clear that whosoever will be involved in any sort of activity like what happened on Sunday will not be spared. In fact, we have been learning that more than 20 people have been detained as of now, and in fact the police is investigating as to if it was a part of larger conspiracy. As of now, additional SP Amroha has gone inside, and you can see the police deployment. There senior officers of the UP police are present. PAC has been deployed in the area. In fact, peace.
In the latest development, a sedition charge against prominent Hindu religious leader in Bangladesh, Chinmoy Krishnadas Prabhu Brahmachari, has sparked outrage in the country. He is he was a member of, is a former member of the ISKCON in Chittagong, but Chinmoy Das Prabhu was detained at the Dhaka airport. He was then taken to an undisclosed location by officials. Chinmoy Krishnadas Prabhu has been charged with sedition. A case has been filed after he led a rally of Hindu protesters, and the rally was organized against targeted attacks on Bangladeshi Hindus. He actually addressed and chaired a massive rally that was held on Friday in Rangpur. Now, intelligence sources are saying a few FIRs were pending against him, and Hindu groups claim that ISKCON leader was arrested. No official confirmation on Chinmoy Krishnadas Prabhu has yet emerged, but devotees are staging a stir. There is already protest on the streets demanding that Chinmoy Krishnadas Prabhu be released immediately. Kanchan Gupta, senior advisor to the Indian Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, in a social media post claimed that Chinmoy Krishnadas Prabhu was arrested by the interim government led by Nobel laureate and economist Mohammad Yunus. Arrest of ISKCON's Chinmoy Krishnadas Prabhu has sparked uproar in the country. Devotees have organized a protest march across the country demanding his release.
Sir, what is the situation right now after the detention of Prabhu Maharaj from ISKCON, where the Hindus are protesting in Bangladesh, and what is the roadmap ahead?
DB, Detective Branch, arrested Mr. Chinmoy Krishnadas.
Okay.
And now he is the custody of DB office.
Okay.
In the meantime, followers of the organization.
Okay.
So many people of the community under Sanatani Jagaran Mancho and Sanatani Sammilito Sanatani Jot. They gathered in front of DB office.
Okay.
And then they go to the Shahbag with a demonstration.
Okay.
And at present they are staying at Shahbag.
Sir, has he been arrested or detained, and for what offense he has been taken into custody?
Two case already filed in against Chinmoy Prabhu.
Okay.
At one at Chattogram, and I think two cases. Another one I could not say clearly.
What is police saying, that why has he been arrested? Any statement issued? Any press release?
Not yet. Not yet.
And many others are injured in the clash between the protesters and the police personnel that happened on Sunday here in Sambhal area. I'm standing in the very same area, in fact very close to Shahi's Jama Masjid, where the survey team, after the court order, had come to survey the particular property, and then the clash was witnessed in fact in this area, where we are learning about 3 deaths. As of now, the situation is peaceful, and in fact, I am trying to show you the visuals where you are seeing the heavy deployment of UP police. Since morning, senior officers of UP police as well as the district administration are visiting the particular spot, and they are somewhere trying to maintain peace and harmony of the area. Senior people of the area, had a meeting. In fact, the peace committee meeting happened yesterday, and it was made very clear by UP police that whosoever will be involved in any sort of activity will not be spared. At least 20 people have been detained, and we are learning that police as of now is investigating as to if it was a larger conspiracy. They are also checking the mobile phones of those who are detained to see if it was a pre-planned thing or it was a sudden mobilization. In fact, this was the same route where this clash broke out yesterday, and in fact we have seen the videos on social media, and we know the kind of things that happened. But as of now, as precautionary measure, administration has banned the mobile internet services here in this particular area. These shops are closed, but we have been told that there is no restriction on shops. In fact, on Monday, it is the general practice in this particular area that people generally don't open their shops. As of now, it has been made very clear that the area is peaceful, and whosoever will try to disturb the peace and harmony of this area will not be spared. 3 people were killed and several others were injured after the protester clashed with UP police personnel here in Sambhal area. I'm standing at the very same Shahi Jama Masjid, and you can see the police deployment as of now. The situation is peaceful as of now, and senior officials from UP police and in fact senior officers from the administration have been visiting the area, and in fact it has been made very clear that whosoever will be involved in any sort of activity like
The suspense continues on who will be the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra even 2 days after the ruling Mahayuti alliance scripted a historic victory in the assembly elections. Now with the BJP, Shiv Sena and NCP all throwing in their hats in the ring, the BJP camp has put its weight behind Devendra Fadnavis, positioning him as the rightful claimant for the top job. With his leadership hailed as a driving force behind the party's remarkable electoral success in the state, especially following up on 2019. Now, as the BJP's most trusted face in Maharashtra, Fadnavis has not only led the party to victory in 2014, 2019 and 2024, but has also redefined the state's political dynamics, especially in the traditionally Maratha-dominated landscape. The Shiv Sena camp, however, believes that Eknath Shinde should be made the chief minister and has even put forth the offer of a Bihar-like model. The NCP camp is not in the race and it says it will rally its support behind the candidate that the BJP picks. Now, the BJP is firmly in the driver's seat when it comes to the political power in Maharashtra, wielding significant bargaining leverage with its coalition government with 132 seats and 90% strike rate, single largest party in the state, and not only this, the only party to win more than 100 seats for the third consecutive time. Viewers, no party in the last 30 years has managed to cross the 100-seat mark milestone like the BJP has, and the man believed to be the force behind it is Devendra Fadnavis. It's been a hat-trick for him too, with 3 straight wins in the elections. Now, as political speculation heats up in Maharashtra, 2 key figures are at the center of the debate over who will be the next chief minister of the state: Devendra Fadnavis, senior seasoned BJP leader and current deputy CM of Maharashtra, and Eknath Shinde, the current chief minister and leader of the Shiv Sena faction that split from Uddhav Thackeray's group. So, these are the 2 who we'll look at. And let's go quickly across to our guests and try and understand where is the delay. We'll put out some of the other details here on your screen. Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson of the BJP with us, Anand Ranganathan, author with us, Kamru Chaudhary, political analyst should join us, and Rohit Chandravarkar, senior journalist with us. Namaste and Jai Hind, gentlemen. Thank you very, very much. Tuhin Sinha, agar sab clear hai, so why is the delay? First they said 25th will be swearing in. Then the news was 26th is swearing in. Now the news is 27th may be the swearing in. Others are saying that it may happen over the weekend on the 30th.
Well, namaste, Anandji. 48 hours is no delay. I think, every MLA who has won and is in a celebratory mood, let them enjoy, let them bask in the glory of this phenomenal victory with an 88.5% strike rate for BJP. So, let them enjoy themselves. 2 days is no delay. We know who the CM candidate would be. The world would know in a day or two.
Okay, you allow it to ferment too long, then it doesn't become usable. So that's another thing which they say. Rohit Chandravarkar, is there any...
No, but we believe...
Yes, Tuhin, please complete. Then I'll get to it.
We believe in making it amicable. We believe in, the proper due course of discussions would take place. But yes, by and large, the BJP workers, the BJP Karyakartas know who the next CM would be. And like I said, the world would know. But we, unlike, the other side, which was only worried about the CM's position, that is precisely where the difference lies. In the last 2.5 years, Devendra ji has been a deputy CM. Has his position, has his stature gone down, has his, have his responsibilities gone down? So yes, there could be a change, there could be a positive change. So like I said, the BJP Karyakartas know exactly who the next CM would be.
BJP Karyakartas know, but does the Sangathan know? That means the whole Mahayuti know. Because tomorrow is Samvidhan Divas, BJP will claim Samvidhan safe hai. My question
2 days from now.
My question is, Sangathan safe hai? Yes, Rohit Chandravarkar.
Yes, I think if BJP Karyakartas know, Anand, I think, the viewers of CNN News 18 also have the right to know. And first, we have to give the news and then come to analysis, like, the journalistic principle. So, I am giving this news to you. that Devendra Fadnavis is going to be the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra.
Well, breaking here on the right stand, Rohit Chandavarkar confirms and says Devendra Fadnavis is going to be the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and that is taking a cue from what Tuhin Sinha said, that BJP Karyakartas already know. So that's the bigger
Home
hint.
Minister, more information.
More information.
Home Minister Amit Shah is going to travel to Mumbai tomorrow, that is on Tuesday. He will hold a meeting of all the elected MLAs of BJP. At the end of that meeting, Devendra Fadnavis's name will be announced as the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra. On Wednesday in South Mumbai, the venue is not decided. It could be Wankhede Stadium, it could be Shivaji Park. Shivaji Park is of course central Mumbai, but mostly South Mumbai. Wednesday afternoon, the oath will happen. Next day, that is on Thursday, the first session of new assembly will begin with Devendra Fadnavis as Chief Minister. This you will see happening, tomorrow, day after, announcement tomorrow and other things day after. Breaking news for viewers of CNN News 18 and you, Anand.
Thank you. So just repeat it once again. This is big news coming through. So once again, Rohit, from the time. Devendra Fadnavis, next Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Go ahead, please.
Devendra Fadnavis will take over as Chief Minister of Maharashtra. The announcement will happen in Mumbai. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, BJP leader, is going to travel to Mumbai as observer. It was going to be Rajnath Singh earlier, traveling to Mumbai. But this time it is going to be Amit Shah himself traveling to Mumbai, holding a meeting of the MLAs, elected MLAs of BJP. And at the end of it, Eknath Shinde and others will also join in, and the announcement will happen that Devendra Fadnavis will be the Chief Minister, perhaps about 20 hours from now. And next day there will be oath taking, that is on Wednesday. Today, Devendra Fadnavis is in Delhi. He had a meeting with Amit Shah and other leaders, and all this has been discussed and finalized. There was some thinking about whether they should continue with previous Chief Minister Shinde till the Mumbai Municipal Corporation polls. That's why it took 1 or 2 days of discussion. But now they have decided that looking at 132 MLAs that they have, and Karyakartas and everything else, there is this talk of Bihar model in Maharashtra. That talk is happening in media. But remember, this so-called Bihar model happened in Maharashtra earlier, when BJP had 105 seats in the assembly. And Eknath Shinde had only 40. They gave him Chief Minister's position 2.5 years ago itself. So it is not Bihar model, it is Maharashtra model itself.
Right.
Now they don't want to repeat that. It will be Devendra Fadnavis.
It will be Devendra Fadnavis, so no Bihar model. So Rohit Chandavarkar confirming to us here at CNN News 18, Devendra Fadnavis, the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Amit Shah will travel as observer and not Rajnath Singh, and he'll be travelling tomorrow. By afternoon, late afternoon tomorrow, the official announcement could happen after the member of Legislative Party meeting happens. And on Wednesday, we will see the swearing in either at the Wankhede, most probably there, because it's going to be in South Mumbai, not Central Mumbai. So it's not Shivaji Park. So that's what Rohit Chandavarkar is saying. And there will be endorsement coming through from Eknath Shinde and also Ajit Pawar. Devendra Fadnavis currently in the national capital. And this discussion has happened as we speak here on the right stand. Kamru Chaudhary, we thought there will be some spice. Thoda namak mirch masala add karenge, thoda tension build karenge, but it's all gone. He's just poured cold water over it all.
दीवाना बनकर तो फायदा नहीं है. It's up to the alliance who have won the elections in Maharashtra hands down for them to decide who will be the leader. But one thing that reminds me of the Prime Minister's statement about the parasites and equating that to the Congress party. Today I can honestly say rather the parasite has become the parasitoid. The BJP eating up the smaller parties in Maharashtra, that has been a classic example in Maharashtra. But deeper into this, Anand, what I feel is the threat culture that existed when both the regional parties of Maharashtra were broken down by the BJP prior to the earlier government. That same ED threat culture is also working in this case also, I believe, because on the back of Eknath Shinde's performance as a Chief Minister of Maharashtra, the schemes he brought out and how the BJP helped through the Election Commission in delaying the Maharashtra elections, all that have pointed that Eknath Shinde would be retaining his chair. But politics is politics, we can't help it. But one thing is for certain, the threat culture of ED must have worked here. Secondly, the parasite has become the parasitoid in Maharashtra as of now.
Tuhin Sinha, you want to respond to that?
Well, there is a huge difference, there is a huge difference between the way the opposition operates and we operate. For us, like I have always maintained, the CM's position was the least of the causes of concern throughout the campaign, and you would have noticed that. For us, the larger objectives of Ladki Behan Yojana succeeding, of the infrastructure creation which we have done in Mumbai and other parts of Maharashtra, that reaching the benefits of that reaching to the voters, the $1 trillion economy target. I think these were larger issues, and of course the ideological clarion call of "Ek hai to safe hai." For us, the CM's chair was the least of the concerns, unlike the opposition, and that is precisely the reason why we've managed to win with this amount of robustness. So now, of course, we have a right to celebrate, and like I said, Rohit Chandravarkar ji has given out the name. I am not supposed to talk about it yet, but yes, it's a poetic justice. It's poetic justice. The result of 2019 has been repeated with greater robustness today.
So there is now a tacit confirmation. Kamru Chaudhary, you want to respond?
Yeah, basically, Tuhin Sinha is listing out how BJP won about it, but he's failing to understand one thing out here. The entire results of Maharashtra has become a case study for cephalogists. How come such a result could the BJP and the alliance win? That is left for another day to be discussed. But honestly speaking, the mandate that the BJP and the alliance got, nobody even in their ranks also expected it. What actually went wrong about the entire
that
election
doesn't matter.
for us? No, it matters. I will come to you. It matters. It matters.
4th of June, the Mahavikas Aghadi did not expect the results to go their way the way they did in Maharashtra or in Uttar Pradesh. 23rd of November, the BJP did not expect the way the results went in their favor in Maharashtra. So that means EVMs are all right. Voter is very, very clear, and when it happens, it happens. So it settles a lot of concerns.
No, Anand, you forgot one very important aspect: a level playing field in a democracy. Was there any level playing field? As a senior journalist, you honestly tell us. The election commission? First, let me list you. Election commission.
Tamil Nadu, there is a level playing field. Bengal, there is a level playing field.
No.
Kerala, there is a level playing field, and they are all members of the INDI alliance.
No, I'm speaking specifically about the Maharashtra right now. Why did the election commission have to postpone the election?
There should be a level playing field in democracy.
No,
so does that not apply to everyone?
Now, come on. We have got the Nanded example out here. What happened in Nanded? What happened in that village where 70% voters...
I asked you, should there be a level playing field across the board? There are members in your in the Indie Alliance also where the level playing field aspect has been questioned time and again. So, is there not a level... And is there a level playing field in Jharkhand? But it's not a level playing field in Maharashtra.
Anand, I am not going to be a sore loser out here. It's congratulations to Tuhin Sinha and his team out there. But the fact remains, as a common man of the country is asking serious question of the Election Commission of India, of the administration of Maharashtra, how they help the BJP and is allies to win the election in Maharashtra.
But that common man is not asking the questions in Jharkhand. The common man is not asking questions in Bengal. Common man is not asking questions in Karnataka. Sir, this is exactly the problem. Where the result favors one side, the other, it's all right. It's kosher. But if it doesn't favor you, then it's all good.
No, sir. Not ready to analyze the
sir, it's not a fair analysis. It's not a fair analysis is what I'm trying to...
It's how you take it. It's how you take it.
It's not a fair analysis. The simple analysis, sir, is...
communal rhetorics in
the simple analysis is, sir, if you are able to deliver the benefit, whoever delivers the benefit first takes the advantage. The Maya Saman helped the JMM Congress in Jharkhand, the Ladki Behan helped the BJP and the Mahayuti in Maharashtra. Rohit Chandravarkar. Final word, sir.
Yeah, yes, no doubt about that. It is the direct benefit transfer schemes for women from weaker sections of the society and the help provided to the farmers in terms of giving them concession in the agricultural pumps, electric pumps. These two things, I think, were the game changer. And this came, remember, Anand, it came after the setback that the Mahayuti received during Lok Sabha polls. So a lot of introspection happened after Lok Sabha polls. Why there was such a setback and all of that, and farm distress and other things were identified. And I think it was somebody from the BJP at the national level who suggested to the Maharashtra leadership that this Ladli Behna Yojana of Madhya Pradesh worked very well there. So why not try something like that in Maharashtra? So I don't think, there is a section of media which is saying this was Eknath Shinde's scheme and all of that. I don't think it is Eknath Shinde's scheme. It is a Mahayuti scheme which was taken from the neighboring state of Madhya Pradesh. Translation of the title was done, Ladki Behan Yojana.
Correct.
And I think it is joint credit to, all three leaders or all three parties of Mahayuti.
Here's one more thing. To credit to the BJP is the fact that they have propped up and here they've set up Eknath Shinde to a level where no one will dare ever ask who is Eknath Shinde. The other thing that they have also done in part of this partnership is that they have also empowered Ajit Pawar a sense of credibility and trust and beliefs that he can stand up on his own and he is the legatee of the Ghadi. So that's another credit that should happen in these three leaders who are also able administrators. Thank you, gentlemen. So Devendra Fadnavis, Rohit Chandavarkar says the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra, swearing in expected on Wednesday somewhere in South Mumbai, most probably at the Wankhede Stadium. Amit Shah to travel to Maharashtra on Tuesday. It's Brass Tacks with Zakir Jacob.
Good evening, this is Brass Tacks. I'm Zakir Jacob. The Maha Tsunami in Maharashtra, where the BJP-led Mahayuti won 234 seats. The BJP alone winning 132 seats. This has put the wind back in the sail of the ruling party. More importantly, it has also brought the mojo back to the top leadership of the party, whether it's Prime Minister Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah and Party President JP Nadda. If you go back in time, after the results of the Lok Sabha elections on the 4th of June, you were hearing a very